that you are their match, but be selective. Many people are a little bit gassed, they feel like, I can bag him, I can get her. Of course I can, look at me. There's a lot of people that are all up in their ego. They feel like because they look a certain way, you're definitely going to like them. And yeah, they may be attractive somewhat, but it doesn't mean that you're going to go after them. I feel like these people are quite entitled, whoever these people are. And don't get me wrong, there's some energies here that are genuine, but there's some energies here that just feel like you can be some type of arm candy or being aligned with you or boost their ego. And you're very cautious, like you listen to your intuition. Maybe in the past you just dated individuals and you didn't really think about if you have the same morals or values or you are on the same page in regards to what you want out of a relationship, but you're holding back and people are quite taken aback that you're holding back. They don't understand about what you went through. You're not about to be hurt again. You went through many losses, many betrayals, and you're waiting. You're waiting for the right person. And the thing is, it's not that you're just standing there waiting. You want to also be, what Spirit is saying, you should also be working on becoming the right person for your future partner. You're not in a rush because you realize that rushing only leads to disaster. Rushing only led to mental anguish. Rushing in the past only led to a nervous system. Rushing only led to arguments, disappointments, feeling left out in the cold, feeling rejected, feeling like you're the only one in a relationship, even though, quote unquote, you're supposed to be in a partnership. So you want to build friendship first. You don't want to be with someone that's obsessed with you, that's spying on you, that's trying to control you. Those days are over. Those days are done. You want to connect with someone that you feel is the right person for you, and you will know it on a soul level. You don't mind, hanging out with a group of people if you are, say, interested in someone and you're not into connecting with people that are already entangled in other situations. You don't want no third party situations. You're done with that. And even if it wasn't intentional that you were involved in these situations, it was still draining. It was grueling. It was not fair. And you're closing out a cycle and you're moving forward. You're moving forward to the very best because you simply deserve the very best. You're not about to reconnect with people from the past because that's just going to keep you on a toxic loop. You got people here that want to be more than friends because these individuals see you as hypnotic. They see you as very alluring, very enticing, very eccentric, very different. And these people are hooked on you. These people feel like you will be right for them. But the question is, will they be right for you? Yes, they are intrigued by your looks, but you want someone to like you more than just your looks. You want someone to connect to you on a soul level. What are your values? Are you someone that stays loyal in relationships? Because for some of you, some of these individuals are already in relationships and they already have a lot of options. They already have a lot of people on their roster. These individuals, for some of you, they're online. They're trying to link up with people and, they're going out there, they're meeting up with these people that they saw online. That you don't want all of that. You want someone that's strictly just going to be for you. You're not here to boost anyone's ego. Okay, you want to connect with someone on a soul level. And there's some people out here that are just relentless, even though they are in marriages, even though they are in connections already, they're still trying to invest in you. They have this obsession with trying to win you over. But what happens when that novelty wears off? But you're not even going to let it get that far. And these people are quite happy to have a secret relationship with you. And these people, for some of you, they want to feed some type of fetish. Because you are an eligible bachelor or bachelorette and you are very stunning and you're very alluring and appealing, they want to, experience you. But experience you for what? How's it going to benefit you? How's it going to help you? So you're sleeping on people like this. You're seeing these types of people for who they really are. Deceitful, untrustworthy, and you pity their partners if they're in relationships. You don't want to break up a happy home. You're not into all of that. If you are connected with someone, that person is just going to be for you and vice versa. You want something different. You're breaking free from what you used to do in the past, i.e., the types that you used to date. And many people are going to be shocked when you do eventually connect with someone and settle down. People feel like, oh, they must be lonely because they're single. No, you're quite content on your own because it's giving you less headache. The thing is, you're very private, and eventually you will connect with someone that you take seriously. And it's not going to be for clout, it's not going to be for show. But when you do date that person, you're dating to marry. And it's going to leave a lot of people feeling trapped in the head. Like, how? I didn't see it. And you're going to go public at some point. They're going to find out. And there's going to be a lot of gossip. And there's going to be a lot of anger, resentment. So what's wrong with me? Why didn't they choose me? Like, look, I've got this, I've got that. And you're going to be thinking precisely, you've got this and you've got that and possibly much more, because you definitely got attachments that I don't want anything to do with. And let's add, you've got a family too. So if you think I'm going to get involved with you and take up your karma, then you are mistaken. For some of you, you may be thinking, if you think I'm going to reconnect with you because I'm single in regards to an ex-partner, you must be mistaken. That was when I was unhealed. And remember, healing is an ongoing journey, butterflies. But that was when I was insecure and I felt like no one else would want me. Meanwhile, you were doing the most and coming back to me when things were quiet on your end. If you think I'm going to date you when I'm not even physically attracted to you or attracted to you in any other way, then you must really mistaken me for someone that's desperate. These are the types of things you may be saying to people if they're persistent. Some of you, you're married already and people are trying to hit on you. You're like, you know that I've got a whole husband and a whole wife and a whole family and you're still trying. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, but we can do something in secret. Go and check yourself on the psych ward, because I told you many a time, because you could have very obsessive people that want to date you. Obsessive people that want to experience you. Because to them, you're a whole snack. But you're not there to be eaten by them. They can glaze all they want to glaze. And furthermore, you may go incognito because it's going to get too uncomfortable. Because even when they're looking at you, you can feel them, envisioning how it would be smegdeling with you. And it's just going to feel uncomfortable. So you're going to create strong boundaries with these individuals. And it's going to feed their obsession even more. But when you do date, like I said, you're dating to marry for some of you. And it is going to be someone that you feel a strong connection to, someone that you can laugh with, someone that's like a friend, someone that makes you happy, someone that doesn't make you doubt, someone that compliments you and doesn't do things to trigger you, doesn't do things that's going to make you second guess yourself or lower your confidence or try and chip away at your confidence, someone that celebrates you, someone that wants you to win. And that's when you're going to know. Someone that is in alignment with you. If you want children and they want children too. If they have children already and they're a good parent and you want children. If you have the same values in raising children. If you both like to celebrate your relationship and go out and have meals. And it doesn't have to be regularly. It doesn't have to be at expensive places. Someone that can laugh and joke with you. Have movie nights with. Someone that you can play board games with, go to the arcade with, play snooker with, watch Rocky movies with, Karate Kid movies with, horror movies with, Jean-Claude Van Damme, kickboxing movies with. Someone that's on the same page, someone that's like a friend, someone that's ambitious, someone that's not going to feel threatened by your goals and how hard you go after your goals, which will mean at times that you may not see them. Someone that's not going to judge your hobbies and your likes. Someone that's going to have their own life outside of the relationship. That's what you're manifesting in, and that's what you're going to get. And you're going to be moving away from these pretenders, these void fillers that you're not even going to be tempted to entertain, because you're ready for the real thing. And Spirit is going to bless you because you're not entertaining anyone that you are not aligned with. Spirit will bless you, because it's when you align with people out of fear, out of loneliness, right? That's when what you really want is blocked. And then you start thinking, oh, is this all I can attract? And it's not true. But there's a version of you that attracts what you have attracted at that time. And the thing is, you've learnt your lessons. I mean, it's happened to me. That's why I can say this. It's happened to me before. Is when you stop accepting less than what you deserve, that's when the universe will work with you to give you what you want. But it doesn't come just like that. You also have to do the work on yourself. You also have to heal so that you're not repeating patterns, so that the same spirit of that toxic, narcissistic ex-partner is not traveling through another person to teach you that same lesson again. You have to put certain things, certain behavior patterns on your side to rest in order to gain that blessing. But ultimately, you will get that relationship that you decide that you deserve. Keep working on you, keep believing in you, keep pouring into yourself, keep loving you the way that you know you deserve to be loved. You or the people mentioned in this reading, or the future partner you may end up with, could be of the signs Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North, South Node, or Lilith.